The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Heinz Field. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the gun, McKenzie. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 39.
2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 52 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jets 14, Steelers 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 5. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw on 2nd down, McKenzie, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd down, McFarland, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, McKenzie. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Formation for the Jets.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following the 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down now, McFarland, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now a dump off here complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. And another tackle broken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. McKenzie. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
.51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
21-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
31.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They juked him. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, McKenzie got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. From the gun, McKenzie. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McKenzie. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, McKenzie, and that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, McKenzie. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now for the point after.
Extra point.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. McFarland running out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
At their own 40-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Ballard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Operating from the gun, McKenzie. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
One after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Jets 41, Steelers 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Going up top, and that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's McFarland, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
Close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the play, it's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. They'll run here with McFarland. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 12-yard line.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 75 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jets 48, Steelers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
He's going to look deep down the field. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the sixth time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Steelers.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. McKenzie. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They run the counter. Ballard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
The running back.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.